What's up, guys? I'm Laura from Reading in Bed, and this is going to be the Finish the Book tag. I like this one because it seems very chill. You don't really have to prepare. It's been a while since I made a non-vlog video, even though the only difference between this kind of video and a vlog is that I'm usually holding the camera in my hand for a vlog. If you hadn't noticed, I don't really edit. Anyways, regardless, I didn't get tagged, but it's been making the rounds. The original was by Headless Books, and a couple that I watched were from Remembered Reads and Pickles Reads. So, question number 1 is, do you keep a list of books that you've read? So I do. I do use Goodreads for that, and I have for the last number of years. I also keep a list in my bullet journal, which is also where I'm reading these questions off of. This might be a little out of date. I've only got 49 here, and I know I've read more than 50 books. So, question number 2 is, if you record stats, what do you record? So I don't record them as I go. I don't have a spreadsheet that I update through the year, but what I do is at the end of the year, usually right on New Year's Eve, I will go into Goodreads and download my list of read books, like my read shelf, as an Excel sheet. Or, Google Sheet, and then I will go in and manually add things to it. And I do, like, now that I'm keeping a printed list in my bullet journal, I'm keeping track of just a very few things in there. Mostly where the book is from, like whether it was, library, or if I bought it, or if I received it as a gift, and fiction versus non. And I'm also marking with a little star. And actually, I think we'll get to ratings, so let's just wait on that. But when I go into Goodreads and download that sheet, then I go in and manually add, all the check boxes we like to check, gender and race and country of origin and language, like original language, year it was published, stuff like that. And I usually wrap those up in end of year blog post. Question number 3 is, so here we go. Do you give star ratings? And if so, how many stars, or how do you come up with those? Sorry, I didn't write down the question correctly, but it's about ratings. Okay, so I do use, usually I will give a Goodreads rating, which means out of 5 stars, although occasionally for either books that confused me, or sometimes for classics I won't rate them because really, who cares? And when I do rate them on Goodreads, it's like I'll do it as soon as I finish the book, and it's just a gut feel more about how much I enjoyed the book than, say, how worthy the book is of, literary greatness or whatever. It's like a gut feel thing. Other than Goodreads, I'm not really, I don't even really do a lot of standalone reviews, and the ones I do, I don't put star ratings on those. So I guess that's all I do, is those Goodreads. And as I was saying in my list here, I am putting stars beside books that not necessarily are favorites or would be like 5-star on Goodreads, but they're just books about which I may have something more to say. Let's put it that way. Question number 4, speaking of, is, do you review books? So not really, sort of, kind of. My little Goodreads reviews are the same as the star ratings. They're a gut reaction. They're usually like 1 or 2 sentences. Usually they're just kind of, trying to be funny. I don't write a lot of standalone reviews. I just don't. I end up talking about books in different ways. I did do a couple standalone reviews during the Man Booker International. Those were the first ones I'd done in a while. So I guess if I'm following a prize or something like that, then I'm a little more likely. Right now, of course, I'm doing the Women in Translation thing, and I don't know. I hadn't really planned to review those books, but we'll see. Question number 5 is, where do you put your finished books? Question number 6 is, how do you pick your next book? Like many of us, I always have multiple books on the go. Very rarely will I finish everything, although isn't that a great feeling when you're done your audiobook and you're done your paper book and you don't have any library books out and you just get to really start fresh and pick something. But how do I pick, next book? It's usually just sort of, I like to have something going in all the different formats, paper, ebook, and audio. So if I'm done with one of those formats, I'll just look at what's available in that format. And usually I'll kind of, look at my library holds and look at maybe stuff I've received for review or from a publisher. Yeah, so it really depends. I don't have like a perfect system. Question 7, do you have any other ritual for when you finish a book? No. No, I don't. And I'm not going to tag anyone in this one because it has made the rounds. It's just me warming up. I'm going to do a couple tags, so get used to this shirt and this makeup look. Thanks for watching.